Alright, so, yeah, a low budget, very, very low budget, 3 million, I believe, was the budget for Dead Tone, which is a slasher. It was 2007. It was it was directed by two people. One of them stars in the movie, which is funny enough. Which he's a better actor than he is a director. I would just say that because, and it's also even the alternate name of this movie aside from Dead Tone is 75. Whatever. Yes, directed, written by Brian Hooks and Dean Taylor. That name sounds familiar. But it is basically a group of college students make a prank call to the wrong guy who turns their innocent game of prank calling into a twisted and deadly fight for survival. This tried to be a wannabe Scream. Like, that's what it basically tried to be, because that's what it was giving me, except I would say Scream's way better, and not just because of the budget, but the way the look of the film is filmed, whereas here, and even the acting in those films are way better. Because here, and the characters are actually like Sydney, I like Dewey, I like Gail, I like the other characters. Here, if any, I guess you don't really care about it. You don't really like much of. Well, I'll speak for myself. I don't really care for much of these characters. Maybe the black character, the one Marcus. Like if anything, he was more entertaining. His dialogue was funny. He reminded me a bit of Smokey from Friday, Chris Tucker. That's because some of his dialogue, like I liked his charisma on camera. Like if anything, he should have been he's sort of the lead, but not really. He's like one of the closer friends of, because pretty much the movie starts out with these kids. They do a prank call. I guess all their parents were all friends, and they were all at this one party, and they got all their kids together to go sleep upstairs. And I guess they make this prank call, and they call this weird guy over the phone, and then it turns out he's a killer. He's hiding in their house. Somehow this guy got in their house and with an axe and just started killing people. He killed, I guess, all the parents of these kids, so then they're all in foster care over the years or whatever. They changed their names, whatever, and I was not fully understanding who was who as the adult versions of these kids, because I'm assuming, because they say like there's a detective, there's like a subplot with this detective trying to solve the murders because it takes place 10 years later. When we catch up with half of these kids anyway as college folks. But yeah, this detective wants to solve the case because it's never been solved. So he's doing that, and he mentions, yeah, one of them's missing, but we have to find the rest, and we find at least two of them, I guess, or one of them he finds dead. Another one we see, literally, his death was lame, but the build up for it was way just and I don't mean it in a good way. I'll just say that. But yeah, like the movie overall, like the acting is whatever. Even the ending, I swear I saw this movie before. There's a scene when the killer first comes up to the house of these college folks to the party, and he chops the girl's head off with the axe. I swear I saw that scene somewhere, on either on TV or on YouTube or somewhere. I know I saw that. That looks so familiar. But yeah, it's a typical ending. Also, spoilers and spoiling the ending. The ending is the killer lives. There's two killers. Like, that's not been done before. And even the way it's revealed is kind of clunky, because they explain, oh, the killer had a twin brother, who I guess the black guy also saw in the bathroom, but didn't say anything, even though, whatever. And that was weird, because the brother, like, at one point, that was really weird, because, whatever. Anyway, the way that was handled, the flashback that they do at the end, was very odd, and handled weirdly, and written weirdly and oddly and disorienting. Because it's revealed that it's two twin brothers. One of them is missing, I guess. So it's the other one that's doing the killing, and he has a buddy he's teamed up to kill people with, whose get-up in this movie is just basically urban legend, which is a way better slasher, way better film, way better shot, way better acted, well handled in its reveal, and overall just a better movie. Likeable, smarter characters a bit, what I remember. This one, even if it's trying to rip off Scream, if it was trying to sort of do like a serious, almost, if you were to take Scream more serious, except the kills in this, they cut away from the kills, which is even annoying. So we don't even get good kills. You have kills in this, and you don't even get to see them. If anything, the only kill you see is the girl at the blonde bimbo, stupid blonde bimbo, who tells where their location is over the phone, even though it wouldn't make sense for the killer to call back and ask, for directions. Like, you have one of the killers already in the house. Why don't you, whatever. I don't know why you couldn't have just, whatever. This movie's free on YouTube, I believe, and it's also on Tubi. I don't recommend it at all. But again, other slasher films, watch Friday the 13th, watch Urban Legend, Scream, all of them. I do mean 3 as well, because, yeah. Watch Urban Legend. Even When a Stranger Calls remake is fine. I prefer to watch it with commentary. But, yeah, there's The Strangers, Pray at Night is a better slasher. There's just so many other slashers that are better than this. That When a Stranger Calls remake, that came out in 2007, right? Granted, that doesn't have gore, because that was, I believe, PG-13. No, that came out a year before this, but Black Christmas remake, or I didn't see the original, but the remake is good. I recommend that one. But yeah, this movie sucked balls. The characters sucked balls. The editing is dumb to what was even the mission, the end game there. Oh, also there's nothing against an actor, but why did, and I don't know if maybe he got the direction to play the character as, flamboyant or overly flamboyant, but there's a gay character in this movie, and he is way, way too over the top. Literally exaggerating, hands flailing around, and doing the posing, and, the snaps, and the voice. It's like, why are we, people want to talk about wokeness, like, of today. Go back to 2000, years back when they kind of toned down at least the mannerisms or whatever today, but back then, this gets a 4.6 on IMDb. That is way too high. It should get a 1.1. I'm being generous. Because this movie really, really sucked. It was just not good. Not good. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anybody who would like this film. The Burning is a better film. My Bloody Valentine. I didn't see the original. Saw the remake. And it seemed fine. Behind the Mask of Rise of Leslie Vernon. Way better film. That's a slasher. That's a way better film. That's low budget, but it's a better film. Slumber Party Massacre. Ugh. Could do without. That's a dumb movie. But I think that has decent, I believe, gore. At least some of it. Halloween. Psycho. Well. Really? X from 2022 is one of the best slasher films of all time? Get out of here. I don't agree with that. Candyman's the original, that is, not the remake. Crappy remake. The Chucky films, all of them. X is gonna give it to you. I don't know, like, it was fine. It was overrated, I would say, but I didn't like it as much as other people did. Happy Death Day is a better film, better slasher. Granted, that has humor in it, but at least likable characters, and the humor's funny. Terrifier. I actually did like Terrifier 2. I'm not gonna review it because apparently if you do that, certain channels, they'll hit you with a copyright, whatever. So I'm not gonna touch the movie. Some kind of hate. I watched. Whatever. Tragedy Girls was fine. Could do without it. Your Next that's a slasher film. That's low budget. That was a one location movie. That's a better film. That has good gore, likable characters. But $3 million for this crap. I can't get over that. $3 million. $3 million. 75. And the movie's alternate title is 75. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I could see if this movie was just pushed out and not promoted at all. Just put out there on whatever. Because it's a horrible film. Even though it's filmed, it's just there's no interesting camera work or anything. There's even a scene where it reminded me so much of Scooby-Doo, where you have one character goes this way, while two other characters are running down the steps, going the opposite direction. That was the only interesting camera. That was the only interesting camera panning that they did, just to show two groups of characters going in different, complete directions. Unbelievable. And again, the ending is stupid. You should know the twist, and again, the way they try to orchestrate that with the flashbacks, just confusing and disembodied, just dumb. Even the movie Intruder or Intruders or whatever is a better film. Hell, what was that one? Hellfest is a better slasher. That's a good movie. That's a good slasher. Yeah, there's way better slashers to watch than this for sure. Puppet Master films, I would say. Well, the first three are good slashers. Even the remake, the reboot, Little Strike or whatever, it was not too bad. But yeah, I don't I don't recommend this film. Avoid it.